Do you remember what you were doing on March 11th of 2020? Maybe you were watching Tiger King or celebrating Parasite's Academy Award. March 11th, 2020 was my 22nd birthday. I was out at dinner celebrating, completely unaware that that would be my last time dining inside a restaurant for the next year and a half. So what were you doing? I ask because March 11th of 2020 is probably going to be in a history book someday. Here's why.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
And doesn't that day seem like just yesterday, but also a million years ago? Think of all the moments, the trends, TV shows, and everything that's happened even in the first year of the pandemic alone. Although we were in lockdown, we were busy. We were whipping coffee, baking sourdough, and putting whole blocks of feta into our pasta. And we were watching a lot of TV.
I've never seen it before.
Outside, the world was changing too. 2020 was a year of protests, activism, elections, and new leadership around the globe. Even the pandemic changed. From the onset in March, scientists around the world were developing vaccines, and by December of 2020, they actually did. Wealthy countries had access to vaccines, and many citizens had received their first doses within the first few months of 2021. And then it was March again. I turned 23, and the pandemic turned 1. It seemed like things were getting back to normal. In countries that had access to the vaccine, at least. People were traveling and getting together again for concerts and weddings and free Britney parties. But this wasn't the case everywhere. Around the world, schools remained closed as they had been since the onset of the pandemic a whole year earlier. And the number of people living in poverty went up for the first time in decades. Without global vaccine access, the virus spread and mutated into stronger, deadlier variants, putting the whole world at risk. And now, it's March 11th again. I'm 24, and the pandemic is now 2. Doesn't this feel like the longest 2 years of your life? We need global leaders to stop being party poopers and deliver on their promises to vaccinate the world. I don't want to make another video like this on my 25th, and I think we're all running out of things to watch on TV. So, happy birthday, pandemic. We hope this one's your last.